Today, we're giving an update on the trial of former President Trump, Warren Buffett's succession plan, a photo finish at the Kentucky Derby, and other top news for Monday, May 6th. Stay informed while remaining focused on Christ with the pour-over today. Here's the verse of the day. Our soul waits for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. For our heart is glad in him because we trust in his holy name. Psalm 33, verses 20 and 21. Let's get started with some espresso shots. The second week of testimony in former President Trump's hush money trial ended Friday. 9 witnesses have taken the stand, including David Pecker, a former National Enquirer publisher accused of suppressing stories critical of Trump in a catch-and-kill scheme ahead of the 2016 election, Keith Davidson, a lawyer who negotiated payments for women who purported to have had affairs with Trump, Stormy Daniels and Karen McDougal, and Hope Hicks, Trump's campaign and White House spokeswoman from 2015 to 2018. Though he hasn't taken the stand, Trump's fixer, lawyer Michael Cohen, was a central focus of testimony because he paid Ms. Daniels for her silence. Trump's lawyers want to paint him as a rogue operative, while prosecutors point to Trump's track record with women and Cohen's unwavering loyalty. Testimony from Trump and Cohen themselves is expected soon. When you're discouraged by constant courtroom drama, remember that a much more important judgment is coming. Keep your focus on pleasing Jesus. Ecclesiastes 3:16 and 17 says, I also observed under the sun, there's wickedness at the place of judgment, and there's wickedness at the place of righteousness. I said to myself, God will judge the righteous and the wicked, since there is a time for every activity and every work. Flocks of investors migrated to Omaha, Nebraska to see Warren Buffett this weekend. Buffett presided over his 60th annual shareholder meeting since taking over a failing textile company called Berkshire Hathaway in 1965. Berkshire has since become a conglomerate worth over $800 billion, earning Buffett the title the Oracle of Omaha. During Q&A, he discussed the year's decisions, such as why Berkshire sold some of its Apple stock and a losing investment he made on Paramount, and praised Federal Reserve Chair Powell's steering of the economy. He ended by saying, I hope to come next year, with a laugh. Buffett, 93, said he feels fine, but he promised investors won't have to wait too long for new leadership, and named Greg Abel as the man who will make Berkshire's investment decisions once he's gone. No matter what the stock market does or how much eggs cost, God will still be God, and he will remain in control. Our eternity is secure, even in the midst of uncertainty on earth. Psalm 121, 1 and 2 says, I lift my eyes toward the mountains. Where will my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. Mystic Dan overcame 18-1 odds to win the 150th Kentucky Derby by a nose. On Saturday, 157,000 hat-wearing fans held their mint juleps with bated breath, waiting to hear the official verdict after Mystic Dan crossed the finish line neck and neck with Sierra Leone and Forever Young. It was the closest 3-horse finale since 1947. A review of the photo finish shows Mystic Dan's flared nostril winning the greatest 2 minutes in sports. It was trainer Kenny McPeak's first Derby win in the longest-running U.S. sporting event. Also sporting a long face was Bob Baffert, Hall of Fame trainer to 6 Derby winners. His suspension from Churchill Downs was extended, barring him from the famed racetrack for the 3rd year. Baffert has been suspended since his horse tested positive for a banned substance in 2021. Here's a verse to consider when you're racing towards your own finish line. Let us run with endurance the race that lies before us, keeping our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer and perfecter of our faith. For the joy that lay before him, he endured the cross. Consider him who endured such hostility from sinners against himself, so that you won't grow weary and give up. Hebrews 12, verses 1 through 3.
Sometimes it feels like money doesn't stretch very far these days. But when you sponsor a child through Compassion International, just $43 per month is crazy powerful. Sponsorship means education, clean water, healthy food, medical care, and most importantly, hope. Through local churches in the area, sponsored children build relationships with Jesus-loving adults who can offer the specific support kids need to thrive. Not sure where to start? Go to compassion.com/TPO or find the link in the show notes and search by birthday to see if there's a child with your birthday that needs a sponsor.
In other brews, here's a rapid round of updates. Since April 17, anti-war demonstrations have led to over 2,400 arrests on 46 college campuses nationwide. Some university leaders have struck deals with pro-Palestinian protesters to divest from companies tied to Israel. But overseas, a deal between Israel and Hamas is stalled over Hamas's demand that the ceasefire be permanent, an outcome Israel would consider a terrible defeat. President Biden awarded 19 people with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest civilian award that comes with a shiny necklace. Olympic swimmer Katie Ledecky, Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh, civil rights activist Opal Lee, and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi were among those honored. Biden praised the group for their relentless curiosity, inventiveness, ingenuity, and hope. The labor market cooled off in April, re-energizing again hopes that the Federal Reserve could cut interest rates this summer. The U.S. added 175,000 jobs last month, well below expectations and a significant drop from the 315,000 jobs added in March. The unemployment rate rose slightly to 3.9%. Representative Henry Cuellar and his wife were charged on Friday over ties to Azerbaijan. The 54-page indictment alleges Cuellar accepted $600,000 in bribes from 2014 to 2021 in exchange for influencing legislation and delivering a pro-Azerbaijan speech on the House floor. Cuellar, currently seeking re-election for his 11th term in Congress, denies all wrongdoing. Universal Music Group and TikTok are back in one accord, bringing music from Taylor Swift, Drake, Justin Bieber, and other huge artists back to For You pages after 3 months of silence. TikTok agreed to offer more protections against AI copycats, as well as set up new monetization, promotional, and engagement opportunities for UGM artists and songwriters. And that's all we have for today. Thanks so much for listening. If you're listening on the Apple Podcasts app, give us a 5-star rating and drop a review. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a follow and hit the notification bell to never miss a new episode. We appreciate your support and hope you have a great day. We'll see you on Wednesday.